G'day, Jim here again. What I'm going to talk to you about is common mistake number 6, is golfers think too much with putting. What I see so often, and this was my own personal experience back in the early days, that I was just too mechanical with putting and thinking way too much. And therefore I just made it way too difficult. Now when we think too much, it sort of comes from the belief that we've got to take it back short and then accelerate the putter through. But what I see is it just becomes a jerky stroke, or there's no fluency there. Instead, when we start to use our instincts, we can get more consistency and obviously lower our scores. One of my biggest frustration was out on the course is 3-putts. And I'm sure you would all agree that everyone hates 3-putts. Now, if we use our hand-eye coordination, or if you like, our instincts, then you're going to lower your scores dramatically with this little exercise. Now, I call this child's play. Now, to do that, if I was just to get a ball and roll it up to the hole, or even if I was to throw it to someone, don't think about, I've got to take my arm back this far and then swing through that far. I'm just simply looking at that person, and my hand-eye coordination or instincts tell me I need to just throw it so hard. And the same with if I was just to roll the ball up to that final hole, looking at it, a bit short. Now, if I just look at it, bounce quick, do it again, look at it, and just use my instinct to try and roll the ball up there, I don't really think about how hard I have to throw it. Now, out on the course, that's exactly what we need to do. It's interesting, when we do this little exercise, I want you to just take note of where your focus is. Is your focus back here in your hand, or is it on the target? And I'd be guessing it's probably more on the target, because you're simply just looking and reacting and using your instincts. So rather than standing out on the course or on the putting green and sort of thinking about how far we have to take the putter back and how far through we have to take it, how fast or tempo or anything like that, we just look at the target and react. Now it might be a stark contrast to your beliefs that you currently have about short back and accelerate through, or what you may have heard. Now that's how I started off, and what I found is I had to practice heaps to try and get that mechanical method right. It wasn't until I started using my instincts and just looking at the target and reacting using this little exercise that I found I eliminated a lot of my 3-putts. I won't say I eliminated all of them, but I eliminated most of my 3-putts, and I had a much better feel out in the course. So what I want you to do is just try this little exercise. Simply get your putter, look at the hole, and just look at the hole and react to it and say, alright, I need to hit it about that hard. And as you find, your instincts will take over, and you're not thinking about what your putter's doing or what your hands are doing. You're simply looking at the target and reacting. Once again, sort of looking at the target and reacting. Now, when you do this, you might not contact the ball perfectly, so take that in mind. We don't worry too much about that. It's simply just to get the feel of using your instincts and trusting it and letting go of all conscious thought. Now, when you do this out on the course, practice this little exercise, and you'll be surprised, regardless of whether you're a beginner or an expert golfer, how good your results get with this one. Even kids, I love doing this with kids. They get out there and they just look and react, and it's amazing the touch that you'll start to develop out in the course, and also how your scores will really dramatically lower. All right, try it.